So now I'm going to show you the final stage of sheeting the croissant, and then we're going to turn it into croissants, escargots, almond croissants, chocolate croissants. And don't try to attempt this when the weather's 40 degrees outside, because it's not going to happen. Your butter's going to melt. Now, this is going to take about 10 to 15 minutes to roll out to about an inch. Okay, so you can see how the butter's been distributed evenly through the croissant, right? And you want that to happen so all the croissant has got butter through it. Now it's really coming together really nicely. So this is the real way, the way they used to make croissants. Well, when I started my apprenticeship, I remember making the puff pastry like this, or by hand. Okay, now that we're ready, we're going to cut the dough with, you can use a pizza cutter. I'm going to use the cross-through cutter that I've got. So we're going to cut it down the centre. So out of this, we're going to have plain croissants and almond croissants there. We'll leave that one for escargots. Okay, for the triangle ones are going to be our plain croissants and our almond croissants, and I'll show you how to do that. The square ones are going to be our danishes, all right, and the other two will be our chocolate. And this one here, I'm going to show you how to make escargots out of it. Okay, now we'll go back to our croissants, our plain croissants. You put a little nip at the top, you roll it over, and then you roll it. And you pull the tail and tuck it under. Okay, now we're up to our second lot of croissants, and we're making the almond croissants. This is the almond cream we made last night. Just a teaspoon. So we'll tuck it in just like you're tucking in a nappy. Like so. We get some almond cream, and we spread it on top, like so, and we dip it in the almond flakes. Okay, now we're going to place them on the tray. So this is good because they'll start rising, and that's what we want to happen. Okay, the rectangle ones, I'm going to show you how to make the danishes out of it, and using the almond cream. Corner to corner. Right, once we get to that stage, same amount of almond cream on top. And we'll place them on the tray. Okay, this is the ganache that we made the other day, right? And these are the other two rectangle ones that we're going to turn into chocolate croissants. Okay, the reason why I'm putting two rows of chocolate croissant is the way that I fold my chocolate croissants, so you get more chocolate in there. So what you do is you flip the first one over halfway, and then the other one the same. Okay, with my last piece of croissant dough, right, I'm going to show you how to make escargots. All right, using the almond cream. You also can use custard if you've got custard ready to go that you've made. And now I'm going to add some sultanas to it. Okay, so now we're rolling it into a scroll. Okay, so you get a log like so, and it's like a scroll. And now we're going to cut it into 4 pieces, like so. So what we do is we tuck it under, like so, and we'll place it on the tray. And the reason why we're tucking it under, if you don't do that, we'll end up opening up while it's brewing and it's in the oven. Okay, so what we've made out of that 1 kilo of dough, we've got some plain croissants, danishes, almond croissants, chocolate croissants, and escargots. And then after, we're going to glad wrap them and put them in a warm place. When you're putting the glad wrap on it, don't put it on tight, just nice and loose, because these are going to double in size in the next hour to hour and a half. Okay, so they've been sitting for an hour and a half. You can see how big they've gone. And now we're going to go put them in the oven, at the preheated oven at 180 for about 20-25 minutes. Now that I've taken them out of the oven and let them cool down, now I'll show you how to finish the danishes off and the chocolate croissants. So I'm going to put some fresh strawberries on it. Now you could also use berries that you can buy in the supermarket, the frozen berries. There's raspberries and blueberries. So this is my finished Danish. Now I'm going to finish off the almond croissants, which is going to dust it with a little bit of icing sugar. This is the ganache that we made the day before. So I've just microwaved it for about 30 seconds, so it's a little bit runny. So what we do is just flick it on like so. So we just flick on some ganache on top. Then we just dust it with a little bit of icing sugar.
A lot of viewers, as you have witnessed Dominic and his skill at making these amazing pastries, 24 hours, that's the result. Absolutely amazing. The smells are fantastic. It's just, absolutely wonderful. Now, let's recap what we have here.
We've got danishes.
Danishes.
Right, with strawberries and the almond cream. Right. We've got the almond croissants.
Yes.
Same filling that I've used for the danishes.
Right.
We've got our chocolate croissants with the chocolate ganache.
Pain au chocolat, pan al cioccolato.
And then we've got our escargots.
Escargot, of course, meaning a snail.
That's right.
Right. And of course, these are the traditional croissants, as I said. The one people in France know that they're always in that shape. When you see the crescent ones, they're just not really using the real thing. The one thing that, as I said, you want to end up with a beautiful, flaky pastry. It's lovely and crispy, and then look at that. You can see, light as a feather. Wow. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this episode on croissant and the skill, of course, that Dominic has brought to this program. Now, on that note, do you know what I'm waiting for?
Your espresso.
Il mio espresso. I really want to enjoy this fantastic cornetto. They call these cornetti in Italy. Or brioche nel nord. Do you know that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You're from the other end, I'm from that end. Alla prossima, grazie, un gran bacione, caro. Ciao. Ciao, ragazzi.